Hi, good afternoon. I hope you guys are all doing really well. I wanted to come on for a little bit more home free. How can you not have some home free? I think that this is probably a good way for people that don't like country, like myself, to slowly build up an immunity to the distaste for country music. I've never been a country music guy, right? And this has been a very gentle immersion into country for me. It's been a gentle kind of approach, and I've really started to really kind of appreciate it a bit. And so, yeah, I still, when I hear country music playing, and I'm sure it's all fun and all that kind of stuff, but it's just not my cup of tea. Home free seems to be kind of freeing me from that a little bit and giving me a nice little reprieve from my distaste for it. So, American Pie with Don McLean. Really? Don, I mean, he did this. This is his song, and they're going to feature him here. I haven't seen Don in decades. And so it'll be kind of fun to see him reprise this song with a group as incredible as Home Free. So without much more going on, I want to just dive right in. So let's give this a shot. Here we go. Wow, he's getting old.
A long
I'm getting old too.
time ago,
Nice.
I can still remember how that music used to make me smile.
Ooh. Wow. The backgrounds, the bass. I cut it off just where he went up. Just neat little way to start it. My eyebrows are rising. I'm kind of going, okay, could have something here. Hear this?
And I knew if I had my chance that I could make those people dance.
How?
And maybe they'd be happy for a while. But February made me shiver with every paper I delivered.
Oh, it's gonna get going.
Bad news on the doorstep. I couldn't take one more step. I can't remember if I cried when I read about his widowed bride, but something touched me deep inside the day the music died.
Okay,
So
stop right there. I'm holding it together. Well, first of all, yeah, do I need to even show you the chills? Okay, there they are. There's the chills. Yeah. Okay. What a reprise and facelift of a song with the a cappella. Wow. I'd love to get his take on what he thinks is a better version. What does Don feel? How can he possibly argue the fact that this is an incredible improvement on the original? Listen to the original. It's probably back from 1970s, is my guess. 73, 74 is my guess, somewhere in there. I'll have to Google it and see when it was written. But, and he's tight on the vocals. He's still there. He's still got the ability to present it the way he has in years past. Very cool. Let's continue.
but something touched me deep inside.
I like the way this came up. The music died, and then it was just all there.
So bye bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee.
Come on, everybody.
The levee was dry.
We all know this song.
Them good old boys are drinking whiskey and rye, singing "This'll be the day that I die."
Wow.
This'll be the day that I die.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Man, full bore I mean, look at this. I'm just covered in chills, top to bottom. Now, first of all, okay, let's break it apart here. Wow, to feature Don as lead vocalist on his own song, backed up by Home Free, and having them step it up the way they are is just really, really a touching addition to this version of the song. I'm loving the memory box kind of visual here, where we have each of them in their own little memory box. That's really clever. Memory box approach. That is really, really clever. It's just kind of hitting me here. Okay, continue.
Whiskey and rye, singing this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die.
Hey, everybody.
Did you write the book of love? And do you have faith in God above? If the Bible tells you so. Or do you believe in rock and roll? Can music save your mortal soul?
Okay, so you got some of the memory boxes around the singers that are actually playing some different videos of different memories from the past. I don't know who you guys think Don is. I mean, who do you think you are? He's a musical legend, right? So I have got to think that this demonstration right now of taking the lead vocalist from Don, it's got to be kind of a really nerve-wracking thing to do right in front of Don. Killing it, though. Killing it. Here we go.
Or do you believe in rock and roll? Can music save your mortal soul? And can you teach me how to dance real slow?
Love the percussions, as you know. I love that.
I know that you're in love with him, 'cause I saw you dancing in the gym. You both kicked off your shoes. Man, I dig those rhythm and blues.
Look, the backgrounds are not overdone. They're perfect. They're perfectly complementary to the lead vocalist. Sometimes you can't really differentiate who is a supporting vocalist and who's taking a lead. Pentatonics and Home Free both just are. They're just experts in their craft, obviously, but it's not overdone in the background. It's done respectfully for each person that's taking a lead, and I'm just wow, what a feast for the ears.
Kicked off your shoes. Man, I dig those rhythm and blues. I was a lonely teenage froggen buck with a pink carnation and a pickup truck, but I knew I was out of luck the day the music died. I started singing bye bye Miss American Pie. Drove me Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys are drinking whiskey and rye, singing this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die.
Now this is definitely more of this. Okay, all right. Love the acapella. Love the fact that Don is sharing some spotlight with the other artists. Much more of an upbeat version of the song. When Don sang it, it seemed much more melancholy and just kind of not introspectful, but you know what I'm saying? It seemed more of a weighty kind of version, and they've definitely given this one a little bit of a bump in the uppity of the music. You know what I mean?
Now for 10 years we've been on our own, and moss grows fat on a rolling stone. That's not how it used to be. When the jester sang for the king and queen in a coat he borrowed from James Dean, and a voice.
You know, it's a bummer. A missed opportunity, I think. A missed opportunity. And maybe I'm missing it. Maybe I'm missing the fact that they haven't missed the opportunity because they seized it and I'm just not seeing it. But these little memory boxes adjacent to the singers, you would think that, like with the James Dean reference, you could see an old memory video of James Dean, you know? A relatable reference to the lyric that's being sung. Would have been interesting to have that being played in one of the memory boxes subtly off to the side, because you know you're not really noticing much of what's happening in these memory boxes. You just kind of listening to the song, watching the singers, this and that. But it'd been kind of clever to have, you know what I'm saying? It would have been a neat moment, and maybe they have been. Maybe I'm just not recognizing some of these memory shots. But let's continue and see.
When the jester sang for the king and queen.
See, now, like that memory box to the right would have been cool to have the king and queen in there, right? That's kind of what I'm getting at.
In a coat he borrowed from James Dean.
And James Dean would have been great to the left, you know?
A voice that came from you and me. Oh, and while the king was looking down, the jester stole his thorny crown.
I love the percussions, and he's even got the left and right on the symbols here. Listen, goes like left to right. Kind of
was looking down, the jester stole his thorny crown. The courtroom was adjourned, but no verdict was returned. And while Lyndon read a book on Marx, the quartet practiced in the park, and we sang dirges in the dark. The day the music died, we were singing bye bye Miss American Pie. Don't be Chevy to the levee, but the levee.
And I love the bass. Listen to the little bass note there that he backed up that vocal with. It just subtle, decently in the background, not too over the top, but very complimentary to the whole thing. It just gives a nice, well-rounded sound. Listen.
Music died. We were singing bye bye Miss American Pie. Don't be Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys are drinking whiskey and rye and singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die.
Bring it home, buddy. Come on, buddy.
Helter skelter in a summer swelter, the birds flew off with a fallout shelter. 8 miles high and falling fast. It landed foul on the grass. The players tried for a forward pass with the jester on the sidelines in a cast.
Have you guys seen? Okay, I'm gonna just pause for a second here on this part. Have you seen the American Pie video? And forgive me, I think it was in Grand Rapids, Michigan. So if you go to YouTube and just do American Pie Grand Rapids, you're welcome.
Now the halftime air was sweet perfume while the sergeants played a marching tune. We all got up to dance. Oh, but we never got the chance, 'cause the players tried to take the field. The marching band refused to yield. Do you recall?
I have to keep reminding myself that there's just vocals here, not a real drum set. But great harmonies too. Awesome.
Bye bye Miss American Pie. Don't be Chevy to the levee, but the
You don't want to hear me
levee
sing,
was
but come on, you guys sing along. You know the song.
Boys are drinking whiskey and rye and singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die.
Yeah, Don. Come on, buddy. Bring it home. Come on.
And there we were all in one place. A generation
He's gonna close it. I just
lost
know.
in space.
Gentlemen.
No time left to start
There's the country
again.
twist.
So come on, Jack, be nimble. Jack, be quick. Jack Splash sat on a candlestick, 'cause
Visuals are weird.
fire is the devil's only friend. him on the stage. My hands were clenched in fist of rage. No angel born in hell could break that Satan spell. And as the flames climbed high into the night to light the sacrificial rite, I saw Satan laughing with delight. The day the music died, and he was singing, bye, bye, Miss American Pie. Drove me Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys are drinking whiskey and rye, and singing, this'll be the day that I die.
Oh, it's awesome.
This'll be the day that I die.
Oh, this is going on my sound. This is okay. This one is going on my playlist, 100%. Come on now. Wow, what a cool opportunity. What an honor to, as a group, to be able to sing with Don. And I'm sure vice versa. I'm sure Don just digs their music.
Day that I die.
Wow.
I met a girl who sang the blues, and I asked her for some happy news, but she just smiled and turned away. And I went down to the sacred store where I'd heard the music years before, but the man there said the music wouldn't play. In the streets.
Oh, wow. Wow. That background right there, did you hear that? Oh my gosh. It sounded like it was like the elf. Did you hear that? Wow. This is more of the tone, like I was mentioning before. This sounds like more of an upbeat kind of version of the song. And even the original song always seemed to have an element of sadness to it. A reflection and looking back and that whole thing, right? And now we're kind of coming back to more of the traditional feeling of the song as Don's kind of bringing it home here.
In the streets the children screamed, the lovers cried and the poets dreamed, but not a word was spoken. The church bells all were broken, and the three men I admire most, the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost, they caught the last train for the coast. The day the music
Bring it.
died.
Here we go. Come
And
on,
they
everybody.
were singing, bye, bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys are drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this'll be the day that I die.
This is so great.
This will be the day that I die.
Wow. They were present the entire time of the song. That last line almost got me. You can see him got like, I'm just barely hanging on. Wow. Thank you, Don. Wow. What a classic. And what a way to cover it with the man himself. Oh, my goodness gracious. All right. Grand Rapids, Michigan. American Pie. Look it up. It's a treat. It's a treat. When you see what that town went through to produce this song, not produce, but to cover the song, you've got to see it. If you haven't seen it, you need to do a search for it. Heck, okay, I'll do it for you. I'll find the link. I'll drop it in the description. You can just click on it and watch it from there. It's a treat. It's a real treat. You're going to get a kick out of it, I promise. You'll watch it over and over again and continue to find things different every time you watch it, it's a feast for the eyes. Trust me. So thanks again, you guys. We will see you next time. Gosh, what a great song. Love all of you. We'll see you next time. Take care.